Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I got cut off last time on the other one. We're going to run through. Wow, that is a big move. I almost got caught out in this one today. There is some major discrepancies between what's going on at Bitifnex today and then also with the regular exchanges. So there is some just massive shit going on at Bitifnex. No, thank you. Let's go on Twitter. So as always, you can find me at Traders Insight on Twitter. We go check it out. So Bitifnex 7 minutes ago, fiat update, deposit update. Bitifnex decided to temporarily pause fiat deposits for certain customers in the face of processing complications. While acting as an inconvenience for certain users, it is important for us to clarify that all cryptocurrency and fiat withdrawals are and have been processing as usual without the slightest interference. All fiat withdrawals are processing and have been as usual. Fiat deposits have been temporarily paused for certain user groups. We are working to implement a new and increasing robust fiat deposit system to be available in the next 24 hours. Till then, we apologize for the inconvenience of the situation. We are grateful for the patience and forbearance that our users have shown us this week as we work to restore fiat deposit operations. Wow. That is interesting. So yeah, this happened this morning. Let's take it down into a 5 minute. So I was actually sleeping. I got up at like 9:30. So I was up at like here, man. So Bitifnex, like massively oversold to around $7,800. And the reason for this is I think there was some rumors going around about Tether breaking down. So everyone was just selling their Tether, essentially selling USD to buy BTC, and that pumped the price up a lot. So look at the volume is actually really telling. So 2,000 BTC bought, 4,500 BTC bought, and this last one it was 6,000 BTC bought. It's huge. It's 12,000 BTC in like open market operations, which are bought in these price spikes. Not to mention all the 800 to 1,000 BTCs that were purchased here. So, yeah, it's pretty interesting. Now there's a $500 gap between what's going on at BTC, at Coinbase, and Bitifnex now. So if we do, let's just do BTC USD Bitifnex minus Bitifnex, and then we want to go minus BTC USD Coinbase. Let's do Bitifnex. There we go. So we can see that this spread almost got to $1,000 this morning. So this pump that happened, while there was some upward movement, right? The majority of it came from the actual spread widening. Wow, that's incredible. Look at that. Just so much more volume. So I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty wary after this event, because it's not actual buying pressure. I think it was a bit of panic selling to see what was actually going on at Bitifnex. I think a lot of people were just scared that it was going to go under. Look at that. That's incredible. So from a trading perspective, the E-short, actually I've just been doing E. So any short that you were in, or that we were in, it's been invalidated by this point. Even though on the daily we are actually just coming up to touch the moving average on the daily. So would be interesting to see if we do actually sell off from here and continue that downward motion, downward trend that we've been in. That's incredible. That candle, wow. Man, these like $1,000 candles, I've been missing them. So yeah, really, I think I'll probably just be waiting to see how the day ends out. My position is still short on ETH. Look at ETH. That is so weak. I got really lucky. So we'll take a look at ETH. So come back down to a 5-minute. Man, what a pump. So ETH came up. I was short at 213, which I thought was like the never gonna hit, but it actually did. And then my stops were like at 220, 250, and it came up to 222. So I was super lucky. And now it looks like we may almost come back all the way down today, right? Which is crazy. You know, to this 200 area, which would be absolutely insane to think that we have that much volatility on the 12-hour. Again, we haven't closed below it, or sorry, we haven't closed above it. We are kind of hovering. What is that? Like $3 or $4 below. So it is something to take into account. This EOS one, man. Thankfully, I had stops on the EOS trade, as usual. But EOS looks like it is. Wow, look at that. That's crazy. Well, volatility's back, to say the least. You have 2 boring months, and then it just comes back with a vengeance. So let's take a look at the pairs, the major pairs. So here's the EOS Z18 contract. Wow, look at that. That is incredible. We're almost back to normal. I mean, we're back to where it was yesterday. Jesus. Cardano. Wow. And these movements. I think it's very telling that there's going to be some sort of sell-off, because these alts they haven't done anything. TRX, LTC, yeah, none of this looks very good at all. I think on the USD side, everything's been taken up, but really, like, man, just these huge candles. It just doesn't. It's hard to get any true understanding of what's going on. So I'm probably just gonna wait it out to see some confirmation. I'd like to see a bit more than just this whipsawing around, because it's not really telling of anything. We could see further sell-off. For one thing, the spread is going to collapse, or at least it should. If Bitifnex can actually like handle the FUD, which has been surrounding Tether, then possibly the spread can come down. If not, it's going to widen even further, and market's going to get way crazier. So just on a side note, I like to use this the 3-month BTC USD forward 3 months on OKCoin. It's usually a pretty good indicator of it's like a fast indicator, so it'll flip and show direction well before the XPT does, and well before USD does. So it's usually the fastest in the flip, because sometimes Bitifnex or something else we get stopped up, and so this one's somewhat of a better indicator. It's also tied to the Coinbase price, or close to the Coinbase price, and it's not using Tether. So let's take a look at Bitifnex again. Yeah, I would assume that we need to come down to this like 6,600 range. Anybody that's shorted the top there is a genius. Like above 7,000, and you're seeing this widening spread. It's incredible. Same thing for Bitifnex as well too. Like anybody that shorted above 6,700 is, or even so. Let's see, you had two candles, so this would have been the place to short 66.52, taking $200 on the day. So yeah, that's the markets for today. Let's take a look at the alts. I missed some things over the weekend actually. Mainly being, where is, wow, MDA is up again. Holy crap. Man, somebody's really pumping this Moeta. That's market making right there. Wow. Holy Christ. That's 8x already on Moeta. Wow. Okay. So let's take a look at some. So Quark's still going to be pumping. Market maker's still working hard to take this one up. IOTX again still pumping. The one that I missed over the weekend, which I've been talking about for a while. Where are you? Is Go. Yeah, that looks great. All the way back up to 900 sats or 850 sats, which is where it should be. I think there's a lot more coming for Go. Yeah, I think there's probably some. The real question is when Icon's going to come back. So I don't think there's too many things I want to cover today because the market's too whipsaw. Without knowing what BTC is going to do and showing some signs of movement one way or the other, it's going to be a bit difficult. However, that's extremely bullish, to say the least. Again, if we close, if we close, what's the daily? For me, the level is 64.50. Will be the level to defend. If we close above that on the daily, yeah, that we can look at having some positive moves again. But still, wow, man, that's crazy. So it's gonna wrap it up today. Enough superlatives for me. I gotta head out. We'll take a look at some projects this week, and we'll be back soon.